So for M3, we've got a small coil, a compass, a power supply, an ammeter, and I've got a bar magnet here. And we're going to be using this to look at the field of a coil that's energized. You notice when I move this magnet around, the compass on the table is moving around in response. And this permanent magnet has a little chip on this end, but that notch, the line running across, is on the north end of this magnet. So I know that this is the north end and this is the south end of the magnet. And if I bring it up to the compass, you can see the south end has a little white arc segment, and then there's a small red end and an arrow on the north end. And if I bring the magnet up to the compass, the north end of the compass points towards the south end of the magnet. Or if I flip it around, then the south end of the compass lines up with the north end of the magnet. So now we can use the compass to examine the field from the coil. So what I've got here is the power supply in the background. This red wire, the current's coming out and running into an ammeter over here, out of the ammeter into this switch, out of the switch into the coil. So when I close the switch, the ammeter will register a current as the current's flowing into the coil. And if you look, this is a 500 turn coil. And if we look right here, this is where the current's coming in. And you can see that yellow wire winds down this side and around. And it goes around the coil body 500 times and then back underneath to the exit terminal. So the orientation of this coil is the current comes in and goes around like this. So it goes around 500 times in a circle, sort of going down this way, back up over the top, down, and back up over. And so what we can do is kind of get this situated. I'm going to take one of these little compasses and put it right inside of the coil here. And maybe I'll move in so we can see that a little better. Get the ammeter on screen, and so now when I close the switch, we'll see the current turn on. You'll see this needle move back here. I keep an eye on the compass here as well. When I do that, you can see the north is facing out of the compass. And when I turn it off, these compasses have fluid in them. They take a little while to settle when the field is not too strong. So it's not going back to magnetic north very quickly, but it does quickly line up with the field from the coil when I switch it on. I can take another one. And you can see that does the same thing. It kind of jammed for a second there, but... And we can take the compass out and look at the back side of the coil as well. Let's see, put this in here so we can see it resting there. And again, switching on, we've got north going into the coil. Remember, it was coming out on the far side, but now it's going in. So magnetic field lines are going in this back side of the coil and out the front. So next what we can do is take our bar magnet and look at the interaction between the magnet and the magnetic field from this coil. So if I sort of rest the bar magnet part way in, and this is with the north end kind of hanging out of the magnet over here, and if I switch on the current, you can see it pulls the magnet in pretty abruptly. Do that one more time. And now if I flip the magnet around so the north end is facing in, and I close it, you can see the magnetic field pushes the magnet out.